Hello and welcome back to my hangar. This is a part one of a Hangar 12.5 video. I'm doing it in two parts for what reasons I'll explain later in a short while. I'm going to make a couple of short videos rather than the one quite large one I normally do. 12.5 is finally with us. It's a couple of weeks after it was due. This was the patch that was due early July because it has the July Hangar subscriber flare item, which is this jukebox in front of me here. But due to the big bugs that they were trying to get fixed with the rubber banding in Arena Commander, they postponed this patch until they could get it fixed, and it's finally landed last night. And this video here, I'm just going to go over a couple of the changes in the actual Hangar itself, and once I've done that, I'll explain what the other little videos will be about. But basically, as I said, they've added the subscriber jukebox, which is the July flare item. It definitely looks pretty good. You can basically put your own tunes into your data folder. I think if you go into your Star Citizen folder, Star Citizen, then Citizen Client, and then a mod folder, you can put files in there. I mean, the ones I've tried are WAV files and MP3s, and you dump them in, and the jukebox will play them. There's no functionality to skip, to skip next, etc. on the tunes. If you put a bunch in, when you use it, what it does, it'll just randomly play a tune from that folder. I'm going to show you the effect it gives, but I'll probably won't have the music in the video because this is YouTube, of course, and even though this music is with the free tunes that are in there by default, if you don't put anything in the folder, you get free Star Citizen tunes. But obviously, YouTube being YouTube, I don't want a video to get flagged, so I will mute the sound for this part. But you better see the effect. So as you see, you got the effect there. On top, you got the visualizer effect, which is definitely looks pretty good. On a screen there, you got the title as listed as unknown. When I had an MP3 in there, when I had MP3 files in there, what it actually did is it showed the ID free tags, like the name of the song and the artist there. So basically, you click it to use it, and click it to stop, and when you hit use, it picks randomly one of the tunes. I mean, there's 3 tunes in the folder by default. If you run the Hangar without copying any songs over, it will put 3 files in the folder. If you copy MP3s across first, which is the first thing I did, it doesn't copy the sample tunes over. And as I said, with an MP3 file, it shows up the ID free tags on the screen. You get the title and the artist. One great thing about this is the positional audio is great. I mean, if you actually got one and you try it out, try listening, especially with headphones on, turning your character, you'll hear the sound moving left and right, and as you move further away from the jukebox, it gets quieter and quieter. It's very, very well done. As far as other things they've added, as far as Arena Commander itself, they've added a lot of new sounds. You got additional shield sounds for powering up, powering down. When you take damage, there's new sounds. You got improved missile sounds because the old ones they were pretty pants. You got cockpit shaking sounds and new sounds for when you take impact damage, and that's all definitely very good. Arena Commander also has a new Vandal ship, which looks like a scythe but with 2 blades. You get it if you play the Vandal Swarm in the last wave, which is wave 15. You will see that new ship. You've also added voiceover at the end, like when you finish a round, you get the voiceover stating which team has won, and you got more information on the scoreboard. They've also added little lights, like warning lights into the Hornet, and there are a couple of things in the Hangar that have changed, which is where I'm heading to look at now. Basically, the ones that are documented, at least, we've got some changes in the Aurora. You basically got increase the lighting in the Aurora a little bit, so it's not as dark. And yet they've added warning lights, but where I was going at the moment is up to my Freelancer Mist at the end. I'm not sure why I went all the way to the Freelancer Mist, because any of these freelancers would have been the same. But on the way past the Avenger, I will show a known bug, as you see here. The Avengers, the landing wheels have gone, so that's a known issue. Is missing landing wheels. But if I head into, let's just head into the Max, because the Max is right here, and we'll show you what's new in here. They've added some, as you know, the last real ships to be added was the Freelancer variant, and they changed the whole interior of a whole new cockpit. They added beds and stuff, but there wasn't much interaction. But now you can actually interact better with the actual stuff in the cockpit. So as you see, when we go into the cockpit, we have, if we start from the front, you could get into the new seats before, and that was good. Now with this patch, you can actually get into these seats behind, as you see. So you get into these, look down at the little display, which doesn't show very much, but I'm not sure what these seats are actually going to be specifically used for, if I'm honest. And I did wonder at first if, you know, on the top of this dash here, you've got this thing there, whether or not there'll be something like a hologram or something overlaid at the top showing you some displays, or some other displays, or whether it's just this you're going to look at that's in front of you. They've also improved the interaction with the beds. Before, I mean, I know some people I know were able to get into the bunks in the last patch, but I have had great trouble. If you know, so all of 4 of the bunks now you can get into. I get into the bottom ones here, and of course, just like the other beds in like the Con, etc. When you get in the bed, you get a screen above you. You can actually look around when you're in the bed yet, which is unfortunate. But you can also get into the top bunks now. I won't get into the starboard bunk, the one on the left side here, because there's a known issue with that. Is that when you get out of that bunk, your character is kind of in a flying state, or not flying, or floating state, and you bug out. Hopefully it's not in both of them. The patch notes did just say the starboard one, and that's the one I was in last night, and it was bugging out. And as well as that, they've improved the bathroom and the toilet. So if you look here, you got the toilet here. You open up the door, and you got the toilet that pops down. You got the a shower in there, as you see. You can, you can jump in there. You got the shower. It's all very cramped in here, and you got the toilet. If you click on the toilet, it'll. Oh shit! Nope, don't. It's like if you've got claustrophobia, you will definitely do not want to come in here. No, the toilet. Unfortunately, you can't sit on the toilet yet, but you know, you can look in there, and luckily there's nothing floating. But I imagine maybe next patch it will let you sit down on the loo. But the fact I've got a loo now is a good thing, because you actually have the toilet. You just can't. No space dumps in the Freelancer yet. I mean, if I'm running around my hangar and my character really does need to drop himself a space load, I've got the choice of either running to my Cutlass or running down to my Con. As far as the new stuff that was documented, that's what they've actually added. They did this patch, as I said, is the big multiplayer fixed patch. I mean, as I commented probably on a previous video, that I did get into the multiplayer beta just before the previous patch installed, and I tried it once, and that patch introduced so many bugs to the multiplayer. The biggest one for me was the rubber banding. Every time you tried to line someone up, they were like rubber banding and warping all over the place. They've taken them a good couple of weeks to get that fixed, but they do have that fixed now. So I will be jumping back into multiplayer and making another multiplayer video with my new impressions, and also starting to stream a bunch more on Twitch. I've been watching a lot of Arena Commander play from WTFosaurus, who's in the same the stream group that I'm in, and he's also a mouse and keyboard player, so I'm going to get put to shame when I put my noobness back online in multiplayer, but I'm definitely looking forward to doing it, to actually playing it. I've been waiting a long time, and I am interested in the combat, even though I've never really played any sort of flight sim. I don't fly. I mean, in any other sort of game, like FPSs that have ships like Battlefield or anything like that have planes and helicopters, I would never fly because I'm terrible at it. So yeah, it might be an uphill battle to learn, but it's something that I'm definitely going to do because I definitely have a lot of interest in the combat, and I have a bunch of ships here, so I really do want to be able to fly, right? What's the point? But there are also a lot of other balancing tweaks to the different ships. Like certain ships, their weapons and the shields may be getting improved, others are getting lower. Like for instance, the Omnis guys, the fire rate on those is going up quite high, but also the battery drain. The Gatling that you get on the Hornet is being nerfed a little bit. The damage is being nerfed. I think the damage is being nerfed on that and the power going up. And the Omnis guys, they've just got the fire rate going up, which is going to be pretty cool to try out. But I never really played too much with loadouts previously, so I'm not going to notice too much difference because I've never really did too much, especially in multiplayer. So those fixes, what I'm planning on doing here, I was going to do another little video with some multiplayer stuff, and also another one to show off a new Hangar ship that should be hitting later today. Yesterday's around the 1st, they kind of announced that the M50 is Hangar ready, and there's going to be a week-long sale of the M50. It's actually coming back to the store for a week. When I got mine, which has got LTI back last November, it was $80, so I expect it to be around a similar price, unless they do a package and add the. But I don't think they will do a package. But that's coming into the Hangar as well when that launches. So what I'm going to do is, when the actual M50 launches, I'm going to dive in and make a quick video showing around the M50, and then sometime later in the weekend, after I've had a chance to play around with the Arena Commander a bit, I was going to do another impressions video with some Arena Commander footage, just to show that off. And as I said, I do intend on streaming some Arena Commander over the weekend, so if you're watching this and you get the little notification in the corner to say I'm streaming, there's a very good chance it'll be playing Arena Commander. So click the link and come over and have a look. Drop a follow if you want to see a noob fly, or But other than that, I'm gonna just cut this here and just get it edited and uploaded, and get this quick overview video out of the way. And if I find anything else specific, any other undocumented changes, etc., that I may come across, I will mention those when I do the M50 video later on. Other than that, take care everyone, thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the sub button below or the like button if you so desire. I'm not too worried either way, but it's great to have people appreciate the stuff that you do. But I will do it regardless of people saying anything or not. I will do it. That's what we do, right? We like to share. Well, I like to share. And we'll stop looking at little boobs at the front of this door, and I will say goodbye for now, and until next time.